What if I told you that this moment right here, this one you're in right now, is the only shot you're ever going to get? Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, just this breath, this choice, this second. That's it. We spend our lives planning, postponing, waiting. We say things like, I'll start when I feel ready, or I'll take action when the timing's right. But the truth is, most people die with their best ideas still locked inside them, their biggest dreams buried under excuses. Not because they didn't have talent, not because they didn't have time, but because they kept believing in a lie, that there would always be a next time. There is no next time. This is it. This video isn't here to gently inspire you. It's here to wake you up. It's here to shake you out of your comfort zone and force you to face the truth you've been avoiding. Time doesn't wait for anyone, not for the unsure, not for the tired, not for the scared. While you hesitate, life moves forward. Opportunities expire. People change. Doors close. And all you're left with is, I should have. So ask yourself, how many more chances are you going to let slip through your fingers? How many more days will you spend telling yourself later, when deep down you know there's no guarantee of later? That version of yourself you keep imagining? The one who's successful, disciplined, confident, proud, that version isn't built in the future. It's built right now with what you do today. Don't wait for pain to remind you of what you should have done. Don't let regret become your teacher. Let urgency become your power. Let this be the moment where everything changes. Where you stop looking for the perfect time and realize this is the perfect time, because it's the only time you have. This video is your mirror. It's going to show you what's possible, but also what's at stake. It's not here to comfort you. It is here to challenge you, because comfort never built greatness, fear never built purpose, and silence never built a legacy. It's time to cut the noise. No more next time, no more when I'm ready, no more after this. This is your wake-up call. This is your moment. This is your now. Because if you don't take it, someone else will. So turn up the volume, look yourself in the mirror, and say it out loud. There is no next time, this is it. Let's begin. Stop waiting. Your time is now. We live like we've got forever, like tomorrow is some kind of guarantee. But it's not. Life doesn't come with a rewind button. You don't get to hit pause. You don't get to come back and fix it later. This is it. This moment right now. It's the only one you're guaranteed. And yet we waste it like it's worthless. We throw it away on distractions, fear, hesitation, and excuses. We say, I'll start tomorrow. I'll change next week. I'll begin when I'm ready. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if this moment, this very breath, is your last real shot? That dream, that goal, that passion you've buried under doubt. It won't wait for you forever. Life moves, time moves. And while you're waiting, everything you want is getting further away. Understand this truth. The clock is always ticking. Every second you wait is a second lost. The world doesn't stop spinning because you're scared. Opportunities don't freeze because you're unsure. You either move or you miss it. You've been given a gift, the gift of now. And what you do with it determines everything. This isn't just another Tuesday. This isn't just another day at work. This is the day you could decide to change, to rise, to finally go all in. Stop waiting for permission. No one is going to come save you. No one is going to hand you your dreams. That's your job, your responsibility. Your time is now, not someday, not when it's perfect, not when you feel ready, because you'll never feel ready. You just have to start. So take the first step, run toward the fire, make the move, say the words, take the risk. It doesn't matter how messy it is, how unprepared you feel. Action beats perfection every single time, because there is no next time. This is it. Every delay is a decision. Let's be honest, when you delay action, you're not just being patient. You're making a decision to stay the same. Every time you choose to put something off, you're deciding that comfort is more important than growth, that safety is more important than purpose, and it's costing you. You may think, I'm not ready yet, but here's the reality. You become ready by doing, not by thinking, not by waiting. Every delay is just another day of living below your potential, another day of letting fear make your decisions for you. And the harsh truth, no one is going to remember what you almost did. People don't remember the things you wanted to do. They remember the things you did. And if you keep waiting for the stars to align, for life to slow down, for motivation to strike, your goals will rot in your mind like forgotten dreams. Time doesn't care about your plans. It keeps moving. It doesn't ask how tired you are or how afraid you feel. It just ticks forward, relentless, unforgiving. The more you stall, the harder it becomes. Momentum dies in delay. You've got to realize that action creates energy. The moment you begin, everything changes. The world starts moving with you instead of against you. Doors open, opportunities appear, but only when you move. So stop deciding to wait. Stop convincing yourself that later is better. Later becomes never. Soon becomes someday, and someday becomes never. You want to change your life? Then change your decisions. Because every delay is a decision, and you don't have time to keep choosing the wrong one. This is your moment, and if you waste it, you don't get another. Because there is no next time. This is it.
Regret is the real enemy. Failure isn't the real enemy. Fear isn't even the real enemy. Regret is. Regret is what hits you late at night when everything's quiet. When you're alone with your thoughts, it's the voice that says, you could have done more, you could have tried, you could have lived. And you know what makes regret so powerful? It's permanent. You can't go back and undo what you never did. You can't rewind to take that shot, chase that dream, or say those words. Regret stays with you. It echoes. It haunts. You won't regret trying and failing, but you'll regret not trying. You'll regret every moment you let fear win, every second you hesitated, every time you said, not now. The world doesn't wait, and the things you're putting off today might not be available tomorrow. That job, that opportunity, that relationship, that health. Life changes fast, and when it does, it doesn't care about your reasons for stalling. You need to choose your pain, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One hurts now and builds strength. The other hurts later and destroys you from the inside out. Imagine 10 years from now, looking back and realizing you never gave it your all, that you let your best years slip by while you made excuses, that you settled for less because you had time. That pain, that regret is deeper than failure ever could be. So act now. Be bold now. Chase it now. Make peace with the possibility of failure, because even if you fall, you'll rise stronger. But if you never leap, you'll never know what could have been. Don't let your story end with what if. Let it roar with I did, because there is no next time. This is it.
Excuses are lies dressed as logic. Excuses don't come to you shouting, I'm a lie. They come disguised as logic, as reason, as caution. They sound like wisdom, but they're chains. Chains that keep you stuck, bound, weak. You say, I don't have time, but you spend 3 hours scrolling on your phone. You say, I'm not ready, but when will you be? You say, I'm too tired, but that's because you've been spending your energy avoiding what matters. Excuses are brilliant at sounding believable, but here's the truth. They're comfortable lies. Lies that protect your fears. Lies that let you stay where it's safe. Lies that keep you from the life you truly want. You've built a wall of reasons, stacked high with maybe later, and it's not the right time. But what's behind that wall? Regret, lost time, unlived potential. And the worst part, you built it, brick by brick. You don't need more time. You need more courage. You don't need better conditions. You need better choices. Your dreams don't require perfection. They require action, movement, sacrifice. Every excuse you cling to is costing you something: progress, peace, growth. So the question is, what are you willing to sacrifice for your comfort? Because if you don't sacrifice for your goals become the sacrifice. Break the pattern, tear down the wall. Start small if you must, but start. Because every step forward weakens the lie. Every action proves your power. You were not born to stay stuck. You were not made for mediocrity. Excuses are the enemy of change, the assassins of ambition, and they will keep showing up until you decide enough is enough, because there is no next time. This is it. Discomfort is the doorway to greatness. You say you want growth, success, a better life, but you avoid discomfort like it's poison. And that's the real problem, because everything you want is on the other side of uncomfortable. Growth doesn't live in the easy. Change doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens in the stretch, the pressure, the pain. The truth is, discomfort isn't your enemy. It's your sign, a signal that you're doing something worth doing, that you're moving beyond the limits you've lived in for far too long. Every time you feel uncomfortable, you're entering the territory where greatness is built. But you've been trained to retreat. The moment things get tough, you step back. The second you feel fear, you freeze. But that's not the way forward. Winners don't run from pressure. They embrace it. They know that sweat, stress, and sacrifice are the price of transformation. Stop asking for it to be easy. Start asking if it's worth it. Stop looking for shortcuts and start building strength. You weren't made to live soft. You were made to overcome. And you can't overcome anything by avoiding the hard stuff. Push through the fear. Sit with the discomfort. Face the uncertainty. That's the training ground. That's where champions are made. You've already survived pain. Now it's time to use it. So lean in, run toward the struggle, let it sharpen you, let it shape you, let it teach you what you're capable of. Because every time you choose discomfort over delay, you move closer to the life you're dreaming of. And remember this, you'll never feel fully ready. You'll never reach a place where fear disappears. But you can choose to move anyway. You can choose to act even with doubt. And that choice, that courage, is where transformation begins. Because there is no next time. This is it. The life you want won't wait for you. Time doesn't pause while you figure things out. Opportunity doesn't sit around waiting for your fear to fade. The life you dream about is not going to wait forever. If you don't take action now, someone else will. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow," only to watch that chance disappear? How many times have you let hesitation steal something that could have changed everything? The brutal truth is this: your ideal future doesn't just arrive. You have to build it, brick by brick, choice by choice. And if you're not willing to act now, then be honest. Maybe you don't want it bad enough. Because if it really mattered to you, you'd move, you'd sacrifice, you'd do the uncomfortable things. You'd stop letting fear lead. The people who succeed aren't fearless. They just refuse to let fear win. Stop imagining a perfect version of yourself someday. That person doesn't exist unless you build them. And building takes work. It takes urgency. It takes stepping up now, not later. Right now, someone else is using the same 24 hours. You have to take action. While you hesitate, they execute. While you doubt, they move. While you delay, they win. This isn't to pressure you, it's to wake you up, because you have the ability, you have the fire. But if you keep letting time slip through your fingers, all you'll be left with is what could have been. The life you want is not a concept, it's a decision. Not an accident, it's a creation. Not in the future, it's waiting in the now. In this moment, in this choice. So go get it. Start messy, move scared, just don't stand still. Because there is no next time. This is it. Action over anxiety, movement over perfection. You keep overthinking, analyzing, waiting for everything to line up perfectly. But let's get real, perfect doesn't exist. It's just fear wearing a suit and tie. It's how your mind justifies your hesitation. But hesitation kills momentum, and momentum is everything. You don't need more plans, you need more action. You don't need more time, you need more courage. Every minute spent worrying is a minute wasted. You want clarity? Move. You want confidence? Move. You want success? Move. Because when you move, you learn. When you act, you grow. When you step forward, the path becomes clear. Waiting for confidence before you act is like asking for muscles before you train. Confidence is built through doing, not thinking. Too many people let anxiety stop them. But anxiety is often just energy with nowhere to go. Turn it into fuel. Use it to take one small step. Don't let the fear of doing it wrong stop you from doing it at all. Even the wrong move is better than no move. At least it teaches you something. At least it moves you forward. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You can course correct once you're in motion. But if you stay still, you'll stay stuck. So forget about getting it all right. Forget about having every answer. Just begin. Start where you are with what you have and do what you can. And then do it again. And again. That's how winners are made. You don't need the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to stop staring at it, because there is no next time. This is it. Live like there's no rewind button. If today was your last day on earth, how would you live it? What would you do differently? What would you finally say? What would you finally start? We live like we've got a million more chances. Like there's a reset button we can hit when we mess up. But there isn't. There's no rewind. There's only right now. And too many people realize that too late. Don't let that be you. Don't look back years from now and say, "I wish I had lived more, fought harder, loved deeper, tried louder." Don't be the one who buried their dreams under doubt and delay. You weren't born to live halfway. You weren't created to stay hidden. There's power in you, potential in you that the world needs. But it only shows up when you live like time is running out. Stop waiting for signs. Stop looking for guarantees. The sign is your breath. The guarantee is your heartbeat. You're alive. And that means you still have a chance to change it all. But not if you keep treating today like it's disposable. Make the move. Write the story. Say the words. Start the journey. Take the shot. Fall, get up, and try again. Because you don't get to redo this life. You only get to live it once. And you owe it to yourself to live it fully. Don't chase a perfect life. Create a meaningful one. A loud one. A real one. One that leaves a mark. One that doesn't apologize for taking up space or for chasing something greater. Because in the end, it won't be the risks you took that break your heart. It'll be the chances you didn't. So live, now, boldly, because there is no next time. This is it. You've heard the truth, you've felt the urgency. Now it's time to decide who you're going to be from this moment forward. You see, life doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down because you're confused. It doesn't pause because you're afraid. And it certainly won't come knocking again with the same opportunity wrapped in a prettier package. What you do next will echo through your future, your legacy, your story. So ask yourself this: will you continue living like you have unlimited time, or will you rise today and act like this is your one and only shot? Because the clock is still ticking. All those dreams you've kept hidden, they're not waiting for a better version of you. They're waiting for this version of you to show up and take action. The real power doesn't lie in tomorrow. It lies in your choice today. The small decision you make now, the commitment you choose in this moment, that's what defines your life. You don't need more time. You don't need more permission. You need more urgency. You need more now. The world will always try to distract you. Fear will always try to paralyze you. And comfort will always try to seduce you back into the life you're trying to escape. But the strongest weapon you have against all of it is action. Not just once, but every single day. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. No more living on autopilot. No more settling for average. No more telling yourself you'll do it someday. Because the truth is, someday isn't real. It's just a word we use to feel better about doing nothing. It's a trick we play on ourselves when we're too afraid to face the work required today. But you're better than that. You're built for more than excuses. You're meant for something bigger than regret. So take this energy, take this fire, and turn it into forward motion. Whatever you've been putting off, start it. Whatever you've been running from, it. Whatever you've been waiting for, become it. Make the call, send the email, take the first step, write the first word, begin the journey, now, not later, not tomorrow, now. Because there is no next time, no second run, no redo. This is your shot, this is your moment, this is it. Now go out there and live like it